What an afternoon. What an afternoon. I actually meant to make some notes. Les, would you like stand instead of sitting in that chair? Because the chair is so damn squeaky.
I thought they oiled this thing.
Either sit still or just get rid of the chair.
I'll sit still.
I actually meant to make some notes this afternoon because I thought that there was only going to be 2 TV stations coming in, and the whole thing the TV thing would be done by 3:30. But it just kept going, and more TV stations, and that didn't get over till almost 5:30. So,
but you went on live. You got to go on live.
Yeah. So I have made no notes. This is an ad-lib job coming up, but that's okay if you're a pro. And after 30 damn years in the business, you should be able to ad-lib your last address to the nation, I figure. So I'm just going to ad-lib it. Once upon a time, that's a good start. I don't really have a whole lot to say.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Please, Jeff. I think saying goodbye is kind of silly because, hey, who knows? Someday, some other place, some other time. Someday, you may be driving through Bumblebee, Arizona. And you'll think to yourself, you know, that guy over there by that cactus, sitting on that pile of horse manure, looks real familiar. Didn't he used to be on the radio? Wasn't he the guy who hypnotized that chicken at the movies? If, by the way, that ever happens, just keep driving, because I won't have anything to say, but be sure and wave, and I'll wave back. So I'm not going to say goodbye. What do I want to say?
Farewell.
Les, hush your face. I'm trying to think. This isn't easy, you know? I guess I would, of course, like to thank everybody for listening. Some of the letters that I have received in the last 3 or 4 weeks since this thing was announced were mind blowers. I mean, people who have been listening to me for the whole 20 years here in Chicago. And, I was really genuinely moved by a lot of the letters. And, now I got the direction I'm going here. Okay, now I'm hot. Now I'm rolling. Of course, I want to thank you for listening. But more than that, I would like to thank you for caring. Now, see, a lot of times you start thinking about listeners as simply numbers, yeah, in ratings books. You know, you're the guy on the radio, and they're out there somewhere, but you don't see them, and you just see them reflected in the ratings books. They're numbers. Oops, I lost my train of thought again. I should have made some notes.
But you're saying they were more than just numbers, because like you said, they care.
Yeah, help me here, Mick. Help me.
Save them one more time.
Yeah, okay. So, I'm back on the track again. So, and sometimes those people, they write letters or they call, and a lot of times it's to complain about something, about how come you play so damn many commercials, and how come you don't play more records by this band or play less by that band or so forth. But 2 different times in my career, first of all, the last 3 or 4 weeks since this thing was announced, I read every single letter. Well, I guess we could have flooded the airwaves with all these letters and flooded the airs with congratulatory calls and gosh, Larry, you're wonderful and good luck and all that, but that would have been self-indulgent and perhaps boring to the other listeners. So we didn't read any of the letters and didn't put any of the phone calls on the air, but I wish that we could. But I would like to thank all of you people who called and wrote letters. Some people even just to write a little 3-line thing, about we've enjoyed listening to you for the last 20 years, good luck in the future and so forth. And then send it by overnight express, to make sure it got here. It's been $10. It's incredible. Plus, I think I got sent enough M&Ms to last me for the next several lifetimes. Thank you very much. And one other time in my life, and that was last summer when I came back to this radio station and saw the, I don't know whether I'm going to make it through this or not, the Mountain of Mail. This was after I was off the air for a while because of slap me, Mick.
I think we know what was going on.
Yeah, it was
a tough time.
Bad time in my life. The worst. Should have taped this. Should have taped this sucker. I knew it. Anyway, there are not... Jeez. Maybe I should write this out and have Mick read it. God, I'm paying him $1,000 a week. Anyway, it was then that I knew that you people out there were more than just a number in a rating book, and that you cared, because I got zillions of letters, and they kept coming in week after week. And so, I would like to not only thank you for listening, but for caring. That's the most important part. And I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm glad I didn't make any bets on whether or not I was going to break up during this, because I would have bet anything that I could do this. Silly, stupid me. Some things never change. I'm not going to say goodbye. I just hope that, again, thank you for listening. Most of all, infinitely more than the listening thing, thank you for caring. And that goes to all you people out there in the hall. Turn on that hall thing, Marty. Thank you for showing up at this maudlin affair here. So thank you for listening, and even more important than that, thank you for caring. I hope you all have a nice evening, a good weekend, and have a great life.
Memories pressed between the pages of my mind.
Listen to what the newspaper critics said about the book Superjock. Maggie Daly, Chicago Tribune. Larry Lujack's autobiography is a riot, but then so is Larry. Right. Bob Green, also known as Johnny Deadline, Chicago Sun-Times, raves an awesome, staggering literary triumph. The explosive story of the loud, frantic, non-stop world of a rock radio DJ and his faithful hippie engineer, Spacey Dave. Superjock, now available at bookstores everywhere, published by the Henry Rectory Company. Warning, expletives are not deleted. May be too intense for younger children. There's a very interesting story about a cat filed by Beaver editor Dale Shimp.
Psychiatric testing has been ordered for Mateo Gonzalez of Albany, New York. The men in the white coats took Gonzalez away after he reportedly killed the family kitty cat, skinned it, and ordered his wife to cook it. Police say the man threatened his wife with the same treatment if she refused to go along.
Here's a guy who knows how to handle women.
Memories sweeten through the ages just like wine.
Of course, the wife of Frank Zappa. It turns out Frank wasn't exactly romantic. When they got married, in lieu of a wedding ring, Frank bought Gail a little ballpoint pen from a machine for a dime that said, "Congratulations from Mayor Lindsay."
Thank you, Larry. Thousands of our patients say it was very easy to stop smoking in just one 90-minute office visit at physician centers.
Insect flies up Renee Tondelli's nose.
Oh, no.
That's the top story, and... Now traffic with Benny Botner.
Benny Botner. Try Barry Butler.
Quiet thoughts come floating down and settle softly to the ground like gold of autumn leaves around my feet.
Is there some way that they tame them for the the aquariums and things like that? Because you see the commercials for SeaWorld and all that, and they look real nice, and they go up and they kiss the kid on the face, and
Well, see, what they don't show in the commercials, Greg, for good reason, is that sometimes they bite the child's head right off. Clearing out those nasal passages. Just go right ahead, Jeff, anytime. It makes no difference if I'm on the air. It's more important that you be able to breathe than this.
I like to do it like the football players do, the pro football players on the bench, You ever see that on TV? Is that the most disgusting thing?
Oh, what a pretty tree.
Now, Larry, you are aware. Wait a minute.
Christmas tune.
Where's Elvis?
He's at the top of the tree.
Got a little life-size statue of Elvis atop the Christmas tree.
That was okay with the ACLU. They said you can't put a star up there or a cross, but Elvis will do.
I touched them and they burst apart with sweet memories.
Hey.
How you doing?
All right.
Hey, I got a complaint.
I'm sorry, you've got the wrong number, Ron. We don't take complaints here.
Yeah, okay.
Playing out of Cog Hill, WLS Golf Tour Commissioner, Larry Lujack.
Giving away Sgt. Pepper compact discs and aerobic fitness packs.
Those are nice.
What do they consist of?
I don't know. Throw in some false enthusiasm.
That's one of the requirements to work here. That's a prerequisite for the job. Phony enthusiasm.
Jeez.
And sometimes it's tough, but Mick, being the pro that he is, was able to muster up some here in the closing minutes of the show.
Sweet memories of holding hands and red bouquets and twilights trimmed in purple haze and laughing eyes and simple ways and quiet nights and gentle days with you.
Chicago disc jockey Larry Lujack is made of stern stuff. Do you know that on the snowiest, coldest day of the year, with a wind chill of 65 below. He played 18 holes of golf.
He gets his sign from Jody. The windup, the kick. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 call! The Cubs have won the National League East Championship. Jody Davis out to hug Rick Sutcliffe. The dugout empties. Fans are starting to pour out of the field. Bannerman way out of the net, leaves it for O'Callahan, who will be forechecked by Yari Curry. Long breakaway pass, a clean breakaway. Moving in Savard, Deeks, a shot, and a goal!
Time for the Jerry Taft forecast.
I'm here.
There you are.
Hold on, I'm putting my pants on.
Well, I don't even want to ask. I don't even want to know why you're over there running around a television station with no pants on.
No, I'm in my office, but
Memories pressed between the pages of my mind.
Here we are again, the Animal Stories news team anchormen. Here's me, your charming and delightful old Uncle Larry. And he's back from vacation in person. Little Stunno's Tommy. Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Uncle Larry.
Hi, everybody.
Got a couple of good pictures in the mail while you were gone.
Oh, yeah?
One's an application for bureau chief.
Oh, good.
I'll just show you that right now. Color shot here.
Polaroid?
Supposedly she's a 38D. Not too firm, though. Think she could be Miss Sag Channel.
Memories sweeten through the ages just like wine.
Does that sound like a duck? No, it doesn't. Gives instructions here. Put the small end of the call to your lips. No, you're supposed to blow through the small end, not suck on the big end.
Sorry.
But I can see you pulling back the covers, finding a pig's head with an apple in his mouth. I can see you diving under the covers and starting to eat it. They had a good idea earlier, suggested that Mick urinate around the campsite to, just like wild animals, mark their territory.
That's a great idea.
So at least the grizzly would know it was trespassing before it burst into your tent and devoured you.
Of holding hands and red bouquets and twilights trimmed in purple haze and laughing eyes and simple ways and quiet nights and gentle days with you.
The body melts into the universe. The universe melts into the soundless voice. The sound melts into the all-shining light, and the light enters
She went away with another guy. Now he won't even look at her. Hats off to Larry. He broke your heart, just like you broke mine when you said we was hard. He told you lies, so it's your turn to cry. Now that Larry said goodbye to you. I know this may sound strange. I want you back, I think you'll change. But there's one more thing I gotta say. Hats off to Larry. It may sound true, but you laughed at me when you said we were through. You told me lies, it's your turn to cry. Now that Larry said goodbye to you. Hats off to Larry. It may sound cruel, but you laughed at me when you said we were through. You told me lies, so it's your turn to cry. Now that Larry said goodbye to you.
AM 89 WLS, and hey, we all, don't we, in our own collective chapeau, a flip of the chapeau to Mr. Lawrence, Mr. Lujack. That's, of course, Del Shannon. And, whoa. Truly, couldn't Larry believe me? You shouldn't have taped it. It was great. You let us into your lives. No, you let us into your life. All of us, you let our lives into your life, and that is the way to be remembered. Trust me on that. That was really a unique farewell.
The body melts into the universe. The universe melts into the soundless voice. The sound melts into the all-shining light, and the light enters the bosom of infinite joy.
Setting suns before they fall. Echo to you, that's all, that's all. But you'll feel lonely sunsets after all. It's
Good evening. This is Jeff Hendricks, WLS News at 7:04. Larry Lujack's last show. You heard it just now on WLS, speaking for his many friends and fans and for myself. Thanks for the memories. It was a slice. Reporter